up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
You're set. 19. 6. Line, sweetheart. 54. 54 is down. He's coming. Say. 54.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
No cheer.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 30 on second down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Check three. Check 31.
Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Keep playing.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Let's get it.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On first down, it's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 36. Jim. Check 52. 26.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4 there. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Hey, 31. Hey, 59.
Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Under 10. 10. Check. Hey, 734. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Carr. Open here, Adam Thielen. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Adam Thielen, 81 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
55 is my guy, 55. Switch. Rush in. They're down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like that, when you see the athleticism of a guy over 300 pounds, you forget that they can do that. They're so athletic.
Yeah, and I love how it all came together. He won the leverage battle at the line of scrimmage. Then he won the battle with his hands to shed the blocker. And how about the agility to get into the backfield and run him down?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Watson complete. It's Johnson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 54. Crunch. 24 is the mark. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
What?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 185. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Check. Raider run. Check. Kill, kill, kill. Express. I got motion. Mike. That's it.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing on first down is Carr. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Check. OP. Check 25.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
694.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jacobs. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Down. 185. Watch the screen. Right Monday, down. Kill. Shot. Jumper.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Express. Mike 618. Right there in the middle.
Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. The got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 16, Mike 16. Mike 31.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So that one will be accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Hey, 7:34. 55. That's it.
Here's Carr. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Monday, down. You right at 8. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T. 29. Mike 50.
Carr going to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
6:37. Go.
Now Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, switch gears. Check three. Slam. Get set.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
DJ Reader brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ricky. Switch. Check. Express.
Carr gives to Rashard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Carr now to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Now Johnson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
from the 29. Watson, he gets it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Switch. Check. Lucky. He's coming.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll make it third down.
Set. 19. Keep the boys down. He's coming. Check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 16. Mike 16. Wildfield. Wildfield. 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Dirt. That's it. Twist. Hey, check.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
On first down, Jacobs. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Five. Watch the screen. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Y'all not ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
To throw, it's Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Number 16's coming. Check the
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Watson now to throw.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but...
And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.